Well, good afternoon. I usually say good morning, but it's about 4:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're at Broome already. Normally I would have done the intro at the beginning of the morning before we travelled it, which is here, Fitzroy Crossing. But because of the heavy rain, we wanted to get on the road, so we took off straight away. Other than that, it wasn't a bad run, even though all the rain. So, day 17 sees us here. We've just refueled and we had to walk through this or ride through this to get to the pumps. And we've parked our bikes over here. And we're about 150 kilometres short of Broome and it's pissed down all the way. So we're going in to have a coffee. What is your reaction, fellows, on today's ride? Christopher?
I would much sooner ride in 30 to 40 degrees temperature than ride in 5 degrees and rain. And you can't get off the road either.
Craig?
Well, I'm made of very stern stuff, so I like to experience all the extremes of weather, because you can't really say you've been around Australia if you have a nice sunny day all the way around. So today's the day for cold, wet and miserable, so we will just have to suck it up.
And you displayed your off-road skills admirably.
I did. Yeah, and it was a little bit tricky with the bald tyre. A little bit of traction would have helped, but fortunately I kept it upright. So.
We thought Craig might have gone head over heels, but he saved the day. This is a really nice place. Got accommodation here. Yeah. Good menu, good food, right price. Anyway, Broome, here we come. What are you doing, Christopher?
More comfortable.
Taking off your wet weather gear. Now, Christopher, tell the world what you left behind when we left Fitzroy Crossing this morning.
Good message from the lovely lady Laura saying, have a wonderful trip. If I hadn't have gone back, I would have missed it because I couldn't read it.
So why did you go back?
Why did I go back? I was riding along the road and it felt a little bit cold and I felt my arms and I thought, wet weather gear's basically on a bare arm. Wonder why? Oh, you don't have your jacket on.
And where was your jacket, Christopher?
Hanging very neatly in military style in the cupboard.
5 kilometres back.
No, it wasn't that long. It took 5 kilometres to catch up to Craig.
So, Mr. Dixon and Mr. Lane, what were we doing when he was retrieving his jacket? What were we doing?
We were just sitting on the side of the road in the pouring rain.
We weren't sitting.
Standing, extolling the virtues of Christopher's effort this morning, saying we're so happy to be sitting here in the rain.
Standing
Standing
in the rain in our wet weather gear with our helmets on, cursing the hell.
I said, Greg, you shouldn't talk about Chris like that. I had your back, Chris. Don't you worry about that, mate.
Yeah, you lying mongrel. Now, Mr. Dixon, your turn.
Here we go.
Why are we here in this motorcycle shop?
Well, unfortunately, my Mitas tyres, particularly my rear, has chewed out quite extensively, being driven on dead straight road for 1,000 kilometres after 1,000 kilometres. And although it's still got a little bit of life in it, I'm not confident that...
So basically what you were saying is you were too tight to buy new tyres in Darwin and you stretched it out till we got to Broome.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true. But
so you've got 2 new tyres getting put on your bike.
2 new tyres coming.
Well done.
Line up to a different size, so from a 150 to 160 on the rear.
Yep.
And these are full dual compound road-based tyres that are used on Harley Davidsons.
Right, so you're now riding a Harley.
So I'm now riding a Tiger Davidson. And They
Well
should
done.
be
Not a
extensively
hardly
good
tiger.
wear.
Well done, Craig.
Thank you very much.
We arrived safely at our accommodation for tonight at Cable Beach in Broome. Chris's bike, my bike's under the cover. Craig's bike is around the corner just there, can't see it. And this is where we're staying. The pool is just there. No one's having a swim because it's only about 20 degrees. So we've got all our gear out here airing off under the pergola. Craig's gear, boots, wet weather gear. Let's go in and have a look at our digs. Right, so we've got a big TV, aircon, fan, lounge room, dining room. Mr. Dixon scored the double bed, so he gets a double bed, pretty flash. But look at this, look at this, look at this. Open this door and, oh, it's an ensuite. I just got told to rack off. And then out this side, he's got his own private little veranda. God, how flash is that? And then we have a washing machine, no dryer, but a washing machine. We've got a load washing, kitchen, charging, fridge, and finally Chris's bedroom and my bedroom. So I get the single, Chris gets the bunks, and he's got all stuff stored up there, and that's where he sleeps. So, Cable Beach. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.